Good morning, hackers. Let's take a look at how to do challenge number 5 here. So each one of you has a file with thousands of gibberish words. I made a bunch of gibberish words somewhere between 1 and 10 letters long, and you have to figure out how many of them are exactly 5 letters long, like this one here. So this very short example has 3 5-letter gibberish words, so that's your answer, 3. I don't really care what the words are, I just want to know how many there are. So let's jump into it. Step 1, make sure you put your file in your debug folder so that you can find it easily. Step 2, actually physically make the window loaded event handler if you're using one. You don't really have to. You can put your try catch right in your button click because this isn't a giant program, so it doesn't really matter how you structure everything. But if you're going to use a window loaded event handler, please don't copy and paste it from another project and don't just type it out because it looks good, but it's not actually doing anything. So if you're going to use a window loaded event handler, make sure you choose the whole window, make sure the whole window is active. And then, I know my face is in the way right here. Scroll down until you find loaded. And if that's blank, that means you don't have a window loaded event handler. So double click, and here, as always, I've got all the code here for you. I'm just going to read through it. This is actually a pretty quick one. So your window loaded event handler should take care of initializing the global array list that's going to contain everything from the file. I'm going to try to make a stream reader. I'm using Mackenzie's file because she was one of the first ones done yesterday. She's one of the first ones done every day. And while the stream reader has something to look at, it's going to go ahead and add that whole line to our array list and then close up shop. Hopefully this never hits, but as always, if you get that crazy warning, then that means you probably spelled something wrong right here. So go fix that. Okay, now that we're 2.5 minutes into the video, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the secret. Today's code word is bologna sandwich. Not enough people are watching this video. According to YouTube, the average viewer is only watching for about 45 seconds. Well, I don't know what you're watching. So, now that we're almost 3 minutes in, your code word today is bologna sandwich, and the first 10 people that message me bologna sandwich, whether it's through Remind or email, are going to get extra credit. Okay? Alright, back to the project. So here we have our button click handler, and I'm going to count up how many words are 5 letters long. So dim 5s as an integer, and then just loop through the whole array list. If for from 0 through words count -1. If words I is each one of the words in the array list, one at a time. So word 0, then words 1, then words 2. Say hi. Hi. If words I dot length equals 5, then increment 5s. That's it. Loop through this whole thing, and then once the entire loop is done, then you can go ahead and message yourself the answer. So some weird things I was seeing yesterday, like don't put this inside of the loop unless you want to get 200 to 300 message boxes popping up, or technically in this case you would just be changing the text in the text block over and over and over again, and you'd only see the final answer, but you're overworking your system, so you really only want to do that one time when you're finally done. Other weird things that I'm seeing are like just strange variable names. If you still have the variable name contact in your project, what are you doing? That's from like 6 projects ago. That was relevant for the phone book. It has nothing to do with this little prod challenge. If you have min, mid, and max in here, well, I don't know what you're doing. That doesn't make any sense at all. If you're still using the variable name impossible, I'm not really sure what you're doing. That was relevant to the last 2 challenges. So, you should be using variable names that make sense. That sort of indicates that you know what the heck you're doing. So anyway, this is the whole project. If you still owe me an answer, say bye. If you still owe me an answer, then just cheat, use my code. Don't forget to text me the code word bologna sandwich, and that's it. Okay. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.